Formula E is not only the world's foremost all-electric single-seater world championship, the mission goes beyond wheel-to-wheel racing. Formula E aims to be a catalyst for change, driving not only movement towards sustainable mobility, but also making racing more inclusive for everyone. From day one, Formula E has championed gender equality on and off the grid. Today at the pre-season test here in Madrid, Formula E takes that commitment one step forward, hosting the first women's test. The best female racers have come together to get behind the wheel of the Gen 3 Evo car to show the world what they're made of.
This is really just the beginning. Formula E is an opportunity for all of these women. They can aspire to be part of this paddock and this lineup.
Historical moment really to be a part of all of us girls.
It really does show how far we've come.
It will be a dream for the championship if any women come here and kick our ass.
Every single team has to bring at least one driver, but with many opting to bring two to try out this brand new for season 11 Gen 3 Evo machinery. It's capable of 0 to 60 miles an hour in 1.82 seconds and has a top speed of over 200 miles an hour. It's a great opportunity for these women drivers. They get an equal platform to try out this top level of machinery that otherwise they might not have access to. They're also going to be working with some of the best race teams in the world, some of the top engineers, and getting access to this incredibly insightful data, which for many of them, they will never have seen anything quite like before. Could one of these women be the next Formula E driver? For all of these drivers, this session will go by in a flash. They have to grab this opportunity with both hands.
And now the moment has arrived for the young McLaren driver Bianca Bustamante to experience the Gen 3 Evo on track, joining the rest of the grid to prove they have what it takes to become the next Formula E star. With all eyes locked on the timing sheets to track each driver's progress, Jamie Chadwick sets the early pace. Meanwhile, Abby Pulling wasn't wasting any time, immediately getting down to business in the Nissan.
We're just over halfway through the session here in Madrid, and if you come and look, well, the timesheets are looking pretty interesting. Right now, at the top of the timesheets, Abby Pulling, followed closely by Jamie Chadwick, battling it out for the quickest time. Let's see who ends up on top.
Chadwick wasn't letting up, fighting back with a series of blistering laps as she pushed her Gen 3 Evo at a full 350 kilowatts of power under the watchful eyes of her team. With the rest of the grid chasing down the Brits, Bianca Bustamante was pushing hard in her McLaren. As the test came to a close, the top 4 drivers were separated by less than a second, with Nissan's Abby Pulling topping the timesheets.
The fastest driver in the women's test session. A phenomenal job by Abby Pulling. There she is, closely followed in the times by Jamie Chadwick and Bianca Bustamante. Plenty of laps and plenty learned for the drivers and plenty of data gathered for the teams.
It was incredibly fun, good building blocks to progress on, and just hope that this is not the last. Physically it took me off guard, it's quite demanding, so yeah, a few more hours in the gym I think.
Really cool, really enjoyed it. It's incredible how quick that car goes from 0 to 100. It's so impressive. Hopefully back for some more. I think it's a really good experience.
The adrenaline is still inside me to walk away with being in P3. It's a very successful test. Yeah, it was amazing.
So as testing wraps up, it is time for the teams to dive into that data and to really assess the performance of the drivers. It really has been a historic day here in Madrid for Formula E and the wider motorsport community. And let's hope that today has really paved the way for a groundbreaking future in this pioneering series.